This is JC with FX Insights at CIS Trading. In focus, pro trading with the ICE qualitative mean analysis. I have a prior video release on YouTube, and I'll put that in the upper right hand corner of this video. If you'll click on that icon, I'll put a link to that video right there. It'll pop up in a tab, and you can just click on it to watch a prior video that goes over the ICE qualitative mean buy-sell analysis. What I'm going to do is combine that very quickly with some pro trading methodology to show you sort of how it works. A couple of things about the ICE markets and the ICE qualitative mean analysis. The gray candles are the actual price candles from the broker where I'm trading. So when I'm looking at these candles, open above close is light gray, close below open is a dark gray, and then the blue and green is the ICE markets. A couple of very important things. The actual candle wicks, I'm going to disable the ICE markets qualitative mean analysis. I'm going to turn that off. You can see where the candle wicks are on these gray candles. All right, now when I turn on the qualitative mean analysis, when I turn that on, you can see a difference there. So I'm going to show you how you can use this with some pro trading principles. And I'm going to go over some basic pro trading price action analysis to show you sort of what I do. So we're going to start just right here at this green candle where you can see my crosshair. So we have this green wick that comes down the ICE markets. Now when I turn it off, that's a tiny little doji. You see that there? So I'm going to turn the ICE markets back on, and you can see I have this long wick. So here's what we have. We have from here to here, we have a higher low on a peak low. So this is a peak low. It's not a low. It's a peak low. So when it peaked down to a peak low, when it made the next peak low, it was a higher peak low. That's a buy signal for that candle. All right? So we have a buy signal for that candle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of mark that where our signal is, and I'm just going to leave it orange. It's not going to matter. I don't guess the color. So now, when you're looking at the dominant lows on the ICE markets, you can see we made a higher low here and a higher low here. This is a peak low, but this is a standard low. So this is just a target low. It's just sort of like using the Pro Trader, CISGG Pro Trader for TradingView Toolkit. This is a breakout low peak. This is a target low. So we're looking at the first two target lows, and right here we have higher lows. Give me just a second. All right, so we have two consecutive higher lows. Two consecutive higher lows. If I can get my drawing tools to do what I need them to do, I keep selecting the wrong one. So here we have two higher lows. All right, that's a buy signal. So as soon as we have two higher lows, that's a buy signal. All right, and so when we follow this trade, you can look, we have a higher low on this candle, a higher low on this candle. We had a peak low, but because it was a peak low, we referred to our first peak low when it was higher. We have two consecutive higher lows, so we have a buy signal here, we have a buy signal here. This is a higher low, higher target low. This is a higher target low, right? This is a higher peak low. So when I go down to this peak low, you can see that's a higher peak low. All right, now, what we're looking for is a change in the peak low or a change in the target low. So we're looking for a change in either the breakout low or the target low. And that's going to tell us whether it's a buy or a sell. So watch very carefully. When we get up here, this is a higher low than our previous target low. And our current peak low is higher. So when we're looking here at these lows, we come into this next candle, we make a what? we make a lower low. You can see how that works. So on this candle, we have a lower low on our target low. That's a lower low on our target low. That's a sell signal for the next candle. Then we have another lower low. Then we have a higher low. Now the higher low provides a buy signal. All right? Then we have a lower low. That's a sell signal, and you can see the next candle goes down. Now that's a peak low. Is that a lower peak low than our prior peak low? Yes, it is. So that means that there's still some selling pressure in that market because it's a lower peak low. You see how that works? So very simple. I'm going to clear all of this off. I'm going to remove everything that I've drawn on there, and I'm just going to look at the current market conditions. So here, I'll use arrows so that you can kind of see where we're directionally trading this. This is a lower peak low here. We had a higher low there, and then we had a lower peak low than our previous peak low, and that's a signal down. And then you can see we have another lower peak low. All right? And then we had a higher low, and that right there is a buy signal. You see that? Then we had an equidistant low. That's a stay, and then we started to make a peak low. So currently we're at the same level, so it's still a buy signal, and you can see that with the green price above the blue price. So what we're looking for is for the sell price. You see how it flipped up above there? And then you had a little bit of a move down, and then it pops back up. So what we're looking for here is to see this bounce. We have two equidistant lows and two equidistant peak lows showing an up move. So if we don't get a lower peak low, or we don't get a lower low, and there we go. So our next candle opens, and look at what we have. We have a higher low. That's a buy signal. You see how that works? And then it goes down, and now you have a lower low. And you right away know it's a very tight risk, and you right away know that's a sell signal. You see how that works? So this is a way that you can use the ICE qualitative market analysis using the mean analysis. It's lows, higher lows are buy signals at your target lows, lower target lows are sell signals, higher peak lows are buy signals, and lower peak lows are sell signals. So it takes the TradingView CIS GG Pro Trader signals, and I'm using the same pro trading methodology just to interpret the ICE quantitative mean analysis. So right now I have a higher low on this next candle. That's a buy. I know it right away on a 1 minute chart. So I know this is a buy. We have a higher low on our ICE analysis. Now when I turn it off, the candles look very different. You see, you don't have all those long wicks underneath. But when I turn it on, you can see the total potential market, whether it's a higher low or a lower low. And in the pro trading methodology, that's one of the principles for trade execution. So we had a buy signal right at the open of this candle, and you can see we made a little bit of a move higher. It's just about half a pip to a pip. But you can trade these markets pro trading using the pro trader method with the ICE quantitative mean analysis, and it gives you the opportunity to capture all the little tiny gains in the market with a very tight risk. Typically, you're looking at the spread plus or minus about half the spread. So if the spread's 3, you're looking at about a 1.5. If the spread's just 1 pip, then you're looking at about 1 and a quarter ticks. So it's a very tight risk in the ICE market. So the only thing that you're really dealing with is the spread plus about half the distance of the spread. But this is how you take some of the pro trading methods, you apply those principles to the ICE qualitative mean analysis, and you're using basic higher high, higher low, and when you combine that with your candle pattern analysis, you can turn the ICE quantitative mean analysis off, and you can look for those pro trader levels. This market making level here, I don't see any direct candle patterns other than this diamond right here. So we have a diamond, so I can do this, and that's where we're heading right now on this 1 minute chart. And then when I turn my ICE quantitative analysis on, right away I have higher low, higher low, higher low. I have a equidistant peak low, which is the same thing as a higher low. All right, unless we go lower. And there we are. Now we're right up to our diamond target. So on this first buy signal, we were at 91.33. Now we're at 91.36. That's a 3 pip gain in 3 minutes. That's $30 on a full lot. And we're right up to that target. And you can do that with a higher low, lower low pro trading principle using just the ICE market quantitative mean analysis signal on the TradingView.com TradingView Toolkit charts. Once again, I'm JC. This is FX Insights with CIS Trading. Make sure to go to cisevents.wordpress.com or hashtag TradingView Toolkit, hashtag FX Insights, and you can get all kinds of information, videos on YouTube, and all the information for the Pro Trading Seminar.